If you were to say which one AI is going to impact or disrupt more, sales or customer success, maybe within the category of construction tech, which maybe would you put your money on?
I don't know if I would necessarily put my money on either sales or customer success. I think the area where AI will be a very large disruptor is going to be more at the support level.
Hmm.
And so I think as you build more intelligent support agents who can work with a customer to kind of navigate through a problem tree to get to a resolution, I think one of the areas that will be affected, and I don't think I'm the only kind of individual in this space that's made this comment. So will most likely be kind of those entry level support jobs that were, kind of there to kind of track initial information, file a ticket, and then escalate up. And that's not an Oracle thing. That's just an industry thing. So I think that's one area where I see that there will be some level of disruption. Hard to say what it is. Quite often, whenever this type of disruption happens, what you end up finding is that it empowers individuals to increase their overall work capacity. So instead of having to triage 20, 30 customers because I'm interacting with these customers regularly during the day, I may be in a position to triage X that or 3X that
Yeah.
because the triage process has actually gone through some type of AI support agent. Again, hypothetical. I'm not saying that that's happening here or possibly other businesses, but I think that that's where we'll start to see some level of disruption within the space. And then in general, I think in the tech sector, not unique to construction tech, is that some entry level engineering jobs for kids coming right out of school may be, again, kind of affected by different AI agents that can, like, do some initial coding, right? It's kind of that really, again, entry level jobs. I think there's risk there because I think entry level jobs are super important. Like that's where you learn, right? That's where you learn what
Yeah.
works, what doesn't. That's where you learn that if you make a mistake, here's how you address it.
That's what I was going to say was like, that's your origin story, right? You came from the
Right.
support side, you learned the business
Yep.
and in a very frontline manner. And I think we all have a derivation of that story that we could tell ourselves. And I think you're right. I'm hearing the same thing, which is around, entry level jobs where it's going to be most impacted. I think if you pull on that thread, it's pretty interesting to think how do you get a career if we remove the first step of the
Yep.
ladder for each
I I
industry?
th- I think what may happen is that the first step is a bigger step.
Mm,
So you may be starting at what we considered entry level 15, 20, 25 years ago may not be what entry level looks like moving forward. And so what that could mean is that a lot of the kids coming out of school will be empowered through these different AI agents that they've leveraged through school and through their own education. So they'll be able to use these tools and will expect the use of these tools as they move into entry level jobs. And their capacity increases significantly over what an entry level individual was able to do just 10 years ago. So in the hopeful world, which I think I'm kind of a hopeful guy. That's where I really hope that it's going to, drive the future of the individuals coming into the tech space in general, but into the workforce overall, because AI is a disruptor in really all areas. And so I think learning how to understand and use those tools to your advantage will position you to be better equipped to just handle what comes next. And that's not different than any other type of industry revolution that we've seen going back to the start of the Industrial Revolution 125 years ago. People just learned to do new and different things that perhaps at the time they wouldn't have even fathomed. And so again, I'm hopeful. I've got a child, so I'm always hopeful for her future. And there's things that I see that I think that is definitely one possible outcome, and that's what I hope it's going to be.